All right, it's another week, another chat loop. Today we have Satyam who's going to go over Helm. This is going to be a great year for Helm. We have Helm 4 coming up that the team is working on, and he's going to tell you all about it. So take it away.
Okay, so hi everyone. I am Satyam, and I work as an OSS developer at Tevtron, and I'm also CNCF ambassador, and I've been contributing to Kubernetes release team since the version 1.30. So yeah, that is pretty much about it. Welcome to Chat Loop Back of episode number 58. We will be talking about Helm, and we'll see like how Helm simplifies the package management for Kubernetes and all. So let's get started. And yeah, since this chat look back off has a concept of like exploring new project on the go, so I have not explored much about this project, but yes, definitely I'll be exploring things on the go. And if I mistaken somewhere or something, please feel free to correct me in the chat or something. Okay, then let's get started. So yeah, and one before getting started, let's talk about the Helm 4 version that George mentioned in the beginning. So yeah, Helm 4 is releasing this year, sometime this year, and the maintainers are seeking some of the guidance and feedback. So you can visit the, I guess, Helm Dev Slack channel, and you can discuss over there what are the features that you are looking forward to Helm in the version 4. And apart from that, you can also submit a issue on the GitHub repo, and you can also follow a Helm pack on Twitter and all. Yeah, so let's get started with the Helm project. So what is Helm? And the Helm, as it simply says, the Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes. So kind of, it sounds like a package manager. Okay, so there might be something that a lot of things that is the over there that is hard to manage or something like that. Like we have the apt in Linux and all, something sort of that, I'm guessing. Okay, so I mean, Helm, they mentioned that Helm is the best way to find, share, and use software built for Kubernetes. Okay. So, yep, I am assuming now that Kubernetes is all around YAMLs, 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 and YAMLs. So it gets a little difficult to play with all the YAML thing. So and manage all the YAML thing. So you have multiple files like deployments, config, and all. So the Helm might be helpful in like packaging all those at once, and I guess Mm, it can be helpful with the installing and upgrading all the charts all at once. And apart from that, like Helm, they say that Helm helps you manage Kubernetes applications. Helm charts help you define, install, and upgrade even the most complex Kubernetes application. Like as I said earlier, that it helps to manage the Kubernetes application. Like it helps install, specifically installing, upgrading. It helps in those section. And apart from that, like Helm charts are very they it's written there. Helm charts are very easy to create. Yeah, and like version and share and publish. So we will be seeing, we'll be like also doing a demo of it, like how to create a Helm chart, how to share, and how to publish. And we will also be like exploring pre-built Helm charts, like installing it and doing all the things. So okay, that's very nice to see that Helm is a graduated project in CNCF and is maintained by the Helm community. Yeah, and apart from that, we have this Helm architecture and quick start guide, and we an introduction to Helm. So if you like understand using videos and all, so you can watch this video. Let's start with the Helm architecture. So this document describes the Helm architecture at high level. Okay, the purpose of Helm. What's the purpose of Helm? So it says that uh, it's a tool for managing Kubernetes packages called charts. Helm can do the following things. Okay, it creates a new charts from scratch. Okay, so we have to understand first like what a chart, and package charts into chart archive. Okay, and then interact with chart repositories where charts are stored. All right, install and uninstall charts, manage the release cycle of charts that have been installed with help. So like pretty much we can create it, we can install it, we can upgrade it, and even we can also manage the release cycle with Helm charts of an application. We this is exciting, and let's see like what's coming next for us. And for Helm there are three important concepts. Okay, so I think this is the important part, because this will be somewhere in the architecture. Okay, so the chart, okay, as the chart is basically a bundle of information necessary to create an instance of a Kubernetes application. Great. Okay, so I mean it's just a set of instructions, a chart, a kind of what kind of like a pod manifest or something. And we have the config contains configuration information that can be merged into package chat to create a reasonable object. And also a release is running instance of a chart combined with a specific configs. Okay, so the three things that are important is a chart and a config that contains the configuration information. And the third one is the release, that is a running instance of a chart combined with a specific config. Okay, so there can be multiple versions with the multiple configurations. That's just good. And then we have, and the components of Helm is an executable which is implemented in two distinct parts. So the first one is Helm client. Okay, so Helm also has a Helm command line. This is good. And the client is responsible for the following, like local chart development. We can create the chart using Helm client. Okay, I am excited to explore this one. Managing repository, managing releases, interfacing with Helm libraries, sending charts to be installed, requesting upgrading or uninstalling of existing releases. And yeah, the Helm provides the logic of executing all Helm operations. Okay, what are the Helm operations? I think we need to see that. It interfaces with the Kubernetes API server and provides the following capability. It combines a chart and configuration to build a release. Okay. Okay, so this might be the operation. Combining a chart and configuration to build release, installing charts into Kubernetes and providing subsequent release object, and upgrading and uninstalling charts by interacting with Kubernetes. Okay. So I think it is making our job very simpler, like when dealing with Kubernetes. I think it is making our job very simpler, specifically saying when dealing with the YAML in Kubernetes. So okay, so as mentioned that earlier, that Kubernetes charts are basically, I mean, the bundle of necessary information. So okay, I mean the implementation. Okay, the Helm is written in Go programming language. I think most of the cloud native projects are written in Go programming language. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And the library uses the Kubernetes client library to communicate with Kubernetes. Currently that library uses REST plus JSON, and it stores information in secrets located inside the Kubernetes, and it does not need its own better database. Okay, so I think it's a very good thing. So you don't have to manage anything locally, or manage anything on your own. It basically currently, like the library uses REST plus JSON, and it is all right. So configuration files, when possible, written in YAML. Okay. So all the config. So Helm is also built on top of YAML to simplify YAML. I think we can say that. Okay, that's good. So this was the high level architecture of Helm, and we can install Helm using pre-install Helm if you are on Mac, and Chocolatey using Windows and Scoop and all. Okay, so all right. Okay, here are some of the community information. The next release is scheduled, I think, May 14. Okay, it The next release is already here, and we can developer stand-ups. Okay, so we also have a developer stand-ups for this project. So pretty good thing to know that you can also, like, if you are looking forward to contributing to this, you can start going to this meetups and all, start understanding like what are the areas that needs more work, and you can definitely contribute whatever the part that you can. And yes, there is a contributing as well. And yes, you can always join Slack and see what's happening over there to understand or to get a high level overview of what is being developed and what is being talked about. And yep, so it is a part of SIG-Apps. So for those of you who do not know what is SIG, it is a special interest groups for deploying and operating apps in Kubernetes. Okay, so if you click on this, you can read more about it, SIG apps and all. And yeah, okay. So Helm is supported and built with a community of over 400 developers, and these are the companies that are supporting Helm. Okay, interesting. Okay, so to be, I mean, to summarize the things like what is Helm doing, so we can say that Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes, using which you can install Kubernetes controllers. Okay, and like third party applications, or you can also use it to install it, update it, and upgrade it. Okay, so as written here, I mean, it's here only. Okay, so this is the high level overview of what is Helm doing in general, and I can say that it can definitely save you from creating multiple YAML files. Okay, you have to just you have to just package or bundle it in a one, and you just have to run some sort of commands, and yes, you are done. You are done with the deployments. Your pods are up, and you can enjoy. Okay, and yeah, so let's head over to docs and see like what we have there to explore. Okay, it's a very good documentation, like they are saying us like how the documentation is organized. So they have tutorials as well that take you by the hand through a series of steps to create your Helm chart. Okay, that's great. Start here if you're new to Helm. Yes, we are new to Helm, and we will be starting from here. And apart from that, topic guides discuss key topics and concept at fairly high level and provide useful background. Okay, community guides. So yeah, we have a quick start guide. We have a chart guide. We have all these things, intro to video migrating from Helm security audit. Okay, so I mean, let's start from the either from tutorials or from introduction. We can see. Okay, so this is about installing. Okay, and from the script. Okay, and what does this cover? How to chart development tips and tricks. Know your template. Okay, 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 okay. It's good. So let's discuss like what are the topics basically in Helm first. So charts. The first topic is chart, and Helm uses a packaging format called charts. Okay, as we have discussed earlier. And apart from that, we have chart hooks. Okay, what is chart hook? Helm provides a hook mechanism to allow chart developers to intervene at certain points in release lifecycle. For example, you can use hooks to load a config map secret during install before any other charts are loaded. And okay, okay, it's interesting. You can also execute a job to back up a database before installing your chart. Okay. Mm-hmm. The available hooks are pre-install, post-install, pre-delete. Okay, this is very interesting. I think. Okay, and then we have chart tests. What is this chart test? Chart. Okay, so a chart contains a number of Kubernetes resources and components that work together. Hmm. And as a chart author, you may want to write some test to validate that your chart works as expected. Definitely, like if you are working or if you're admin of something, so it's your duty to like test or write some test that validates uh, the chart is up to the mark or not. Okay, when it is installed, and the test also helps the chart consumer understand what chart is supposed to do. Yes. Okay. And a test under the templates directory under the job definition. Okay. There's one thing that we need to learn, that is templates basically directory. So I think that this will be coming up in the further. And apart from that, we have library charts. Create a simple library chart. Okay. Yeah. So Helm provenance and integrity. Helm has provenance tools which help charts users verify the integrity and the origin of the package. This is very good. So that like we don't install anything malicious in our computer, so or in our system or anywhere else that you are installing. So yeah, this is good. And the chart repository guide. Okay. This section explains how to create and work with Helm chart repositories at a high level. So I think okay, so this we can understand like while doing the demo. And apart from that, okay, they have OCI based registries as well. For those of you who do not know like what is OCI, OCI is Open Container Initiative. Uh, and Helm, it's good to see that you can use your container registries with OCI support to store and chart packages. That Helm support this. And it's basically graduated OCI support, basically graduated and experimental to general availability with Helm version 3.80. Okay, we have discussed about Helm architecture previously, and apart from that, we have some advanced Helm techniques. We are not looking into it because we are exploring the basics now. If time, if we'll be having a time later after the demo, then we can explore this as well. And apart from that, we have Kubernetes distribution guide. Okay, very interesting. Okay, are back. We also have this in Kubernetes. Okay, I think it's fine. So let's start by doing. Okay, let's learn by doing. I think. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so where's the quick guide? That introduction, quick start guide. All right. So the prerequisites for this will be a Kubernetes cluster. Okay. Okay. So, and apart from that, deciding what security configurations to apply to it, if any, and installing configuring. So we need to have a Kubernetes cluster. So let's start our Docker first. I think kind might be installed in my computer earlier. Okay. Okay. Docker is running. Mhm. And okay. Okay. Let's see that no. Okay, kind is installed, but we can definitely create a cluster. Hyphen, name chat loop ep58. We can create a cluster chat loop episode 58. Okay, cool. Hmm. Our cluster is getting ready, deciding what security configurations to apply. Okay, we can now we'll move on to installing Helm. Mhm. Download the binary package like Homebrew and look at the official release page. See, not from here. I think brew install Helm was the command. Installation guide for from the script. Yeah, brew install Helm. Yeah. So if I yeah, we have our cluster up and running. So what I was doing, okay, Helm. So my pre-install Helm. Okay, I think it's let me zoom in. So it's installing Helm in my computer, and let's go back to quick start guide. Okay, see the Helm version and the maximum version is to support Helm. Local queue. Okay, so I am worrying that okay, how does this know that which cluster to target to? I think is it like something like let's see how does Helm know which cluster to target to? Okay, is it something like okay, and will default to using whatever your Kubernetes context is. Okay, so similar to kubectl, I think it sees the Kubernetes context and the okay you can always check like your Kubernetes context or you can also use this I guess command kubectl config current context and you can see that our current context is find chat loop backup. So since we are having only one cluster, so it can be because of that. But if we create another cluster, hyphen name, okay, so then test. Let's see. Let's rename it to CNCF test. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Non-default context. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So starting our control plane. Meanwhile, our Helm has been installed. Okay, so if we do, we have two things, and I mean, if we see the kubectl current context, okay, this has been switched. So I'm assuming that if we run the command Helm command now, so this will Helm will automatically target to this cluster. Like if I run anything, if I add Helm chart further, let's explore that in a bit. But yeah, I think we need let's delete this cluster now as of now or I can also I mean change the context. But since my machine is heating up, we can delete or we can I mean stop this cluster. But let's go forward with find delete cluster. What's the name? Mm-hmm. Oh my bad. Just CNCF. Okay, cube serial get clusters. I mean, kind get clusters. Okay. So the thing is that it will target to that cluster only that is basically, I mean, to which the current config is set. Okay. So let's install something. What is this? Once you have Helm ready, you can add a chart. Let's see if Helm is ready. You see Helm version. Yes. Okay. We have our latest version of Helm installed, and we can add this. Once you can add a chart repository. Check Artifact Hub for available Helm chart repository. Okay, so Artifact Hub is something like, I guess I'm guessing, Docker Hub, where you can find the Docker images, and here you can Docker repo. My bad. And here you at the Artifact Hub, you can find the Helm repositories. All right, available for. So let's install this. Let's add this repo, Helm repo at Bitnami charts. Okay, so Bitnami is something. Bitnami. Okay, so let's see what is Bitnami. What is Bitnami? Bitnami is basically a company that provides packaged applications for various platforms. Okay. hmm You can discover more than 250 application servers and languages runtimes packaged by a favorite platform. Okay, so it's a it's a repo consisting multiple, I guess, Helm charts. Okay, let's go back to our documentation and quick start. Once this is installed, you will be able to list the charts you can install. Okay, so if we do we need to add the repo name here? Okay, no, I think this will work fine. Okay, so we have this many charts over Bitnami, like we have Airflow, we have Apache, interesting. We have Cilium, we have ClickHouse, we have DeepSeek, we have GitLab Runner. Okay, we have Tomcat, we have Wavefront, we have Wildfly. We have all right. So I think this many charts are available there along with the. We can also see like, what is the version, what is the chart version, what is the app version, and a little bit of description of all. This is good, and many more. Okay, install an example chart. Okay, so we have what we have done is we have added basically uh, the Bitnami repo. Okay, we have added basically the Bitnami repo to a cluster. I mean, and then now we can see like what are all the charts inside this repo that we can use and we can install. And let's install an example chart. So it says that you first have to make sure we get the latest list of charts. Okay, so this, as I'm assuming, can be a best practice to always date. Okay, so you see that there are some of the charts that is getting updated and successfully got an update from the Bitnami chart repo. So I mean, we have now the updated version of this chart, and Helm install Bitnami MySecure. Let's try different chart. I think we can definitely install the MySQL one, but I am. Mm, let's install something different. Let's install Nginx. Okay, also we can install something else and nets else. But yeah, but let's move towards Nginx. Must either provide a specify. Okay, we need to also provide the generate name. All right, generate. If I am not wrong. Okay, so we won't have a space. I'm assuming that we are installing now this chart. Okay, in the example above, they say that MySQL chart was released. The name of our new release is MySQL. Oh, my bad. So, okay, you get a simple idea of the features in MySQL chart by running Helm so chart. Or you could run Helm so install bit now you have to get all the information about the chart. Okay, we can definitely installation field Kubernetes cluster unreachable. Mm, is my Kubernetes cluster running? Yes. Uh, get localhost dial TCP connection refused. Let me see. Mm, I think there is some problem with the dock. I think the port might be busy. Let me see. Uh, okay, so mm, this might be the reason, but I am not sure. Like if let's see like what is wrong. The installation failed. Localhost version. I mean, this can be something else. Let me figure it out. It is wrong here. Basically correct. Okay, give CTU. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's do one thing. Like if let's check like if any of the so I slash I think 8080. No any code is using uh, and let's see Docker PS 13 minutes. I don't see that. I think this will work now. Kubernetes cluster unreachable. Okay, connection refused. Let me see another thing. What we can do is we can see like if the what is the current kubectl config. It can be something config. Current API server localhost couldn't connect to API server group. Specify the right host or port. Mean there can be something problematic, but let's see what's stopping us from doing this. Hmm. I mean, let's export the kubeconfig thing. I have to check the specify the API server explicitly in the tools command. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see this kubectl config view thing, and we will be able to, I think, debug it definitely. Mm, okay, okay. I mean, let's try this now. Mm, okay, okay. Mm, kind config.yaml. We have to edit this. Okay, let me see. Someone is having any comments. No. Okay. Data omitted. Okay. Kubernetes API servers. I think we need to delete a cluster and we can try again. Can't delete cluster. Oh my bad. Kind delete cluster. First let's. Oh, let's delete this and okay, kind chloop. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see like in what code basically. Core DNS is running and Kubernetes control plane. Clustering program. Okay, so let's do the Helm repo add Bitnami. I mean, this is already added. We just need to, I guess, update. I think this was the command Helm repo update. Okay, Helm repo update. And what we can do is we can. Okay, let's do this one only, but I am not sure. Like, okay, cool. So we have deployed it. Okay, MySQL. and yes, status is deployed. So I mean, if we basically to check it, we might be there might be something pods kubectl get pods. Okay, so yep, this has been deployed. So MySQL has been deployed using uh, Helm. So yeah, this is very simple. Okay, and what about learn about the releases? It's very easy to see using Helm list. Okay, so revision one by let's see what the sprints out. Okay, so we have this revision one, and it was updated on it was updated basically today, and we can also uninstall a release. We can see the status. Okay, let's see the what is the status now first. Okay, my bad. Helm status. Here we will be having the release number, and okay, the status is basically deployed. We have seen that earlier. And what if mm, we can also uninstall the same thing using a single command. Okay, release not loaded. My again. I mean, I have to change this one. Element uninstall to okay. MySQL the yeah, it's uninstalled, but we can again check Helm status, and yeah, it says that release not found. I think release uninstalled or okay, we should be getting something like this. Release not found, but I'm assuming that both of the things are same. But anyway, so this is I think about installing a chart. But let's explore exploring Helm. What was the command? Helm search repo bitnami. Okay, so I think there are certain terms that we need to understand first, like what is repo, and what is Chart we have already explored. So these are the charts. So I think repo is something where a bunch of charts exists, and repo is made up of a bunch of, and chart is something that is made up of a bunch of YAML files. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, we can say that chart is a bundle of YAML files for your applications basically, and a repository is basically the bundle of charts. Let's say bundle of charts. Let's say your microservices or something like that, and we can search anything. We can also put the grep thing and all. Till now that we have learned about Helm add, and we have learned about Helm search, we have learned about Helm install. Okay, so let's see that what we have the next. I mean, we also have to build something like how can we create our own Helm chart. Suppose I'm an organization, or I'm so how can I create okay chart template guide. Where is that part? Where is that part? I guess there should be something. uh, Best practice. No, this. Okay, how to chart development tips and tricks. Know your template functions. Okay, so quote strings. All right. Syncing your chart repo, charter topics, best practices, chart template guide. Getting started. Yeah, so in this section of this guide, we will create a chart, and then at the first template, the chart we created here will be used throughout the rest of the guide. Okay, so we can create a chart also described in charts guide. Helm charts are structured like this. Okay, so if we have to create a Helm chart, I think this is basically a chart. It can be my chart, and it should including three things. I mean, four things like chart.yaml, values.yaml, charts, and then templates. Let's learn about like what is this chart.yaml, values.yaml, and charts and templates are doing. So basically, templates are a directory for template file, and when Helm evaluates a chart, it will send all of the files. Okay, so templates are basically the directory for template files. Okay, and it will send all the files in the templates directory to the template rendering engine. All right. So the values.py YAML file is also important to templates. This file contains the default values of the chart. Okay, so there should be something, I guess, variable sort of thing that this values will be filling in, and we have this chart.yaml file contains that you can access, contains the description of the chart. Okay, it something like metadata or something kind of that. You can access it from within the template, and then we have a charts thing. Directory may contain other charts, and we have this starter. Okay, so to create a chart, we need to follow this guide. Let's see. Let's do Helm create my chart. Okay, Helm create my chart. Oh my bad. Let's I have my chart. Let's do it somewhere else. Okay, cd. I mean stop. I mean cd. Okay, mkdir ch loop 58 ch loop 58, and we have this. Okay, now we can create Helm create. Okay, my chart. If we see ls, okay, we can see this my chart here. If we see ls my chart, we have this chart.yml, charts, templates, and values.yml automatically created by using this command only. If you take a look at the my charts as templates directory. Okay, so ls my chart slash templates directory. So we have this notes.txt deployment.yaml ingress. Okay, the notes.txt help text for your chart. This will display to your users when they run Helm install. Okay, so basically I think this is a kind of message help text. Okay, and the deployment.yaml, it's a basic manifest for creating Kubernetes deployment, and you have service.yaml, a basic manifest for creating service endpoint. Okay, okay, and there we go. That we are taking, we will actually create our own notes.txt, and as we go. Okay, let's leave it for now. When we are writing production grade charts have basic versions, so it can be really useful. Okay, cool. So the first template we are going to create will be a config map. We first have to create a config map, and then in Kubernetes is simply an object for storing configuration data. Others like pods that can access the data in the config map. Okay, so because config maps are basic resources, they make a great starting point for us. So let's create a config map. My chart templates config.yaml. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This one. My chart templates. Less, and then we have templates, and then what we can do is we can basically fill this config.map.yaml code. Where's this file? I don't see any. templates and config map.yaml. I think we need to create it. Okay. Oh my bad. Just give me a second. I think I can do it in the vi config map.yaml. Okay. So we can I guess change the name to chloop ep58. By the way, chloop ep58 is chat loop backup episode 58. Okay, so we have this. I think we have config map.yaml now. Template names do not allow rigid naming pattern. However, we recommend using the extension YAML for and TPL for helpers. Okay, the YAML file above is a bare bones config. Okay, by virtue Helm install this simple template. We have now installable chart, and we can install it like this. Okay, we can install this. Okay, what is this full codal? All right, let's see. I mean, we have to change the name. CHEP58. Okay, okay. The YAML file above is a bare. It's just to put a plain YAML file and tree. And when Helm reads this template, will simply send it to Kubernetes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Template names do not follow the rigid naming pattern. My send to the template, and then it's just fine to put a plain YAML file like this. My chat YAML directory when Helm. Okay, so what is this? I mean, with the simple now we have an installation chart, full codal blast deployed. Okay, so this is the name, but dot my chart. I mean, cd ls. Okay, so we need to run this command here. Okay, got it. Okay, it's deployed. Kubectl get the pods. If we see, yeah, it's the container creating stage. Okay, using Helm, we can retrieve the release and see the actual template that was loaded. Okay, Helm get manifest full codal. We can see like okay, what was the manifest that was loaded. So okay, kind service account. Okay, kind config map was also loaded, and we have this service. Okay, deployment. Okay, so with the single command, like we have done all the things at one go. Otherwise, we had to do kubectl um, apply deployment.yaml, and then we had to apply service. So this is where like Helm is helping. We can see, and yes, also like adding a simple template call. We can add a simple template call as well, like a name release name dot config map.yaml. We can alter that as well. Let's see. Okay, cd, I mean my chart slash templates, and then we have this config map.yaml, and let's go there, and let's add something metadata kind config. Okay, name. So we just have to change the name. Okay, so what we will be doing is basically, I mean, we will be taking the input from the values.yaml file, I guess now. Okay, and escape colon wq. Okay. So the big change comes into the value is basically which is now release name config map. A template directory is enclosed and blocks. So we basically uh, put the values in double curly braces, and yes, the template directory is basically this, and we put a dot where a dot separates its namespace element. All right, and okay, the landing bot and release name stars. Now we install our resource. We immediately see. So we have this name now. This name will basically be gone here. Okay, so if we again see this, we will be putting, I think, the name will be getting here. So let's see that. Okay, funky several. Let me change this name to hello CNCF. Okay, my bad. Okay, okay, yeah. So we have this name last deployed hello CNCF, since we did not specify any name in the config.yaml, but still we can see the name. Okay, I think this is what the values.yaml file will be doing. So we just need to put in the value.yaml thing, and note that the config map inside the Kubernetes name is clunky instead of my chat. Okay, at this point. Okay, okay, okay. We have this template directives embedded in double curly braces. The next part will take a deeper look. Okay, we can also debug this. All right. Built-in objects. What are some built-in objects? Okay, so we have this built-in objects. Basically, release dot name, release dot namespace, release dot install. We have this values.yaml. We have this chart. We have this subchart. All right. And we have this values.file, value files. Okay, the values.yaml file. Let's see, like if this is subchart, Helm install or Helm upgrade. Okay, okay, I see now that like whenever you put in the values.yaml and whenever you use the template directives, so basically when you do the Helm install, you fill in all the values. Okay, using this command. Okay, using this set flag, and like the name and all the things that is over there, and you run the basic command, and it basically fills in all the data. Now you can use the inside a template. Okay, so let's see that in data. Removing the defaults in values dot will set just one parameter, values.yaml favorite drink coffee, values dot. Okay, let's see if this works. I have not done previously, but yes, this is interesting to do. Okay, so let's I mean values.yaml. Okay, vi um, default values. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. I mean, we can either leave it here or we can remove everything. Okay, so what we can do is with this. Okay. I mean, we can simply insert this thing here. Let's I mean, this all is by default, I think. Let's put this one favorite drink, coffee. Okay, and now we can use this inside of the template. Okay, API version, config map. Okay, values.yaml is yes. So we need to get into the templates and vi config map.yaml, and let's change this. Okay, what do I have to add? Data my value hello world. I just have to add this one. I don't know. Yeah, so I just have to add. Mm-hmm. Drink. Okay. All right.
And time. How we doing?
Just a minute. Like
Yep.
I'm just testing this one. If this works or not. I think we have like basically done all the part. Okay. So I mean, yep. What all values do we need to fit in? Okay. So yes, favorite drink equals slum. We don't need to debug this, but yeah, I think let's see. Let's remove this debug part. Yeah, we have this name solid vulture, and where is this application container? How can I see the metadata thing? Okay, test user supplied values, favorite drink. I can't see. Mhm. 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 Okay, we can already, or we can set this set favorite drink. My let me see. Just a second. Seeded templates. Slash templates. Favorite drink. Okay. Favorite drink equals slum. What is? Let me see. Still is in use. Solid vulture. But okay. So I think we need to put this whole command, and we can see the. Okay. Yeah, favorite drinks love. Yeah, my bad. Like I had to use the debug mode. Anyway, yeah. So this is all about like Helm. So Helm used to package. Helm acts as a package manager for Kubernetes, so you don't have to manage all the YAML files. I think uh, you don't have to manage the multiple YAML files. You just need one command to manage all those, to install all those, to deploy it on your Kubernetes cluster. And yeah, I am not sure. Like, do we need other things as well? Like earlier, I have heard of that we might need to install something on Kubernetes cluster before installing Helm, but I think from uh, we did not need to do anything like that. So I'm assuming that this has been removed in some of the versions. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll put that in the comment later. We are running out of time. Thanks for having patience, and yeah, it was like a great learning about the Helm thing with you all guys. Feel free to drop any comments or anything, any questions that you might have be having, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you, George.